Oh, hold on. Okay. So let's see who joins in this live tonight or who doesn't join in this live. Let's just see, because today is Friday and this is probably like one of the last lives I'm gonna do for a while. Or maybe I may not, who knows? Which I'm gonna try to shave this off. So let's see what's going on. What does this do anyways? Oh wow. Okay, whatever. Okay. Okay, so let's see who's live tonight on this Prism. At least 10-15 minutes or so. So let's see who joins. Okay, hello, Madison Smith dash U2T. Okay, so Madison Smith. Okay, so let me ask you guys, where are you guys watching from? Carrie Christine Stover 8714. Where are you guys watching from tonight? The only reason I'm asking is because I want to know where people are joining from. Just because I'd like to know my audience, not because I want to know anything about you guys, like personal details. I just want to know where are you guys watching from tonight? Those that are watching this live, where are you guys actually watching from? That's what I want to know, because I have like 20 viewers, so that's what I'm asking. Where are you guys watching from tonight? Oh, you're from Southern California? Okay. So, like Los Angeles, is it? Or from where? Okay. I do drink water, okay? I will say that I do drink water. So, for those asking me, so Madison Smith, are you from Los Angeles, California? Okay, yes, I know Southern California is what people said. USA. Yeah, of course. I'm from the USA. I'm from the Los Angeles area. Oh, California? But like Los Angeles or what area? Like just a broad statement. It's not just like I want to know where people are actually from. But I'm just asking as a broad statement because I'm from the Los Angeles area though. That's the reason I'm asking these things. It's not because I'm trying to be strange or anything. Because I'm telling you, I'm from Southern California. Like the Los Angeles area is where I still consider myself to be at. I'm not from like Northern California. What do you mean Los Asla? Oh, cool, cool, Alabama. Um, I've been thinking though, guys. Those of you that are here, I've been thinking of like maybe getting in my car sometime next year and probably taking a road trip somewhere, just random, just like this is who I am, just a person who just randomly gets in the car and decides I'm going to, let's say, New Mexico or something. Oh yeah, I know in my state, but I don't know what does that mean. And Carrie, thank you. I'm assuming you're a female, aren't you, Carrie Christine Stover? If that's how you say it. I think you're a female. Isn't that correct? Or am I wrong? I just don't know what to say. I'm just gonna be here for maybe 20 or 30 minutes. So hello, Cyberin Animations. So oh, USA. Okay, well, I don't understand. You said California. Okay, hello, Natalie Auburnesser. Hi, guys. Hello. I'm just here for a little bit, seeing who. Jeez. Okay, I'm doing so bad right now. I'm trying to serve myself water. Like you guys say that I don't drink water. But hello? Hello, everybody. I'm just gonna serve myself some water, which is the reason why I. Okay, so. Hello, everybody. Hello, Tristan Corse. Hello, Leia Matthew, or whatever. Hello. So, one thing I'm going to ask you guys. First off, Carrie Christine Stover, I think that's your name. Are you a female? I'm just asking because I just want to know who. What's the people that are watching? Are you all female? Are you male? Okay. So I want to know from you guys who is a female and who's a dude. I just want to know from you guys. I'm not here to say, oh, I want females or I want males or whatever. I don't really care. I just care about everybody who's here. So if you subscribe to this channel, cool. And if you don't subscribe to this channel, still cool. So as you guys see, I'm drinking water. Because some of you asked me, oh, how come you're not drinking water or whatever? So for those that don't know, and you can ask me whatever you feel like asking me. I don't really mind. I'm not the person that's going to not answer your questions, okay? But I will be honest and say I am from the Los Angeles area, okay, guys? I am from Los Angeles. For those that are wondering, okay? For those that are wondering, I'm from the Los Angeles area, and I'm only going to be here for, let's say, maybe 20 minutes or so. So anybody can ask me whatever you guys want, and I'll answer as best as I can. So I'm drinking water, because that's the best thing in life, water. Water is the best thing in life. So that's what I'm asking you guys. You can ask me whatever you want. I'm not going to shy away from answering. So hello, Joven. I think it's Joven Perez. So anybody who's here can ask me whatever they want. I'll answer as best as I can. Don't think that I won't answer you. I will answer you as best as possible. So you guys can ask me whatever you want. And at the moment, Pepsi. No, I don't drink Pepsi. I'm trying not to drink soda, okay? For those that don't know, I'm trying not to drink. Okay, well, hello, Mikey Munoz. All I want to say is that I don't drink Pepsi, so I don't know why you keep asking about Pepsi or saying Pepsi, but I don't drink Pepsi. For those that think I drink Pepsi or drink Coke, I'll be honest, I do drink Coke here and there. And I'm trying not to drink soda because it's really bad for you, and it's really going to damage your kidneys, and probably, I don't know if it's going to damage your liver, but it will damage your kidneys. And I think you'll get fatty liver from drinking all all those chemicals. So what I'm trying to do is, even though I do drink soda from time to time, and I'm trying not to, I'm trying to fight the soda, okay? I'm trying to fight from drinking soda because it's filled with a bunch of chemicals that end up damaging your body. And then Sprite, I'm not sure about Sprite, man. I'm not sure. Like some people say, oh, it's better to drink Sprite than drink Coke, or it's better to drink Sprite than Pepsi. But at the end of the day, I do have that same thing in my mind that anything that is carbonated, yes, water's the best advice I would tell anybody. Like I know we're just here for a couple of like years or for some time. Like we don't know when anybody's going to leave Earth. Like I don't know when my time will be up. You don't know what time you'll be up. You don't know if like it'll be 1 year or 2 years. You'll never know. And neither will I. I cannot say, oh, I'll live to be 90 years old or I'll live to be 107 years old. I don't know that. There are people that are fighting just to live 30 years old or live 40 years old. No, for water, bro, water's the best thing. I don't even know who you are, but water's the best thing to drink. I don't know how you want me to tell you, but water's the best. Water, you cannot go wrong with water. I know that water doesn't taste good with like your pizza, or water doesn't taste good with your hamburger, or water doesn't taste good with your chicken sandwich or your salad. I know for sure it's not going to taste good, but I will be honest and say that water's like the best of the best. I would never say that water is bad. But I don't understand why you guys will say no to water, but whatever. So again, whoever's still here, you can ask me or say whatever you want, and like I said, I'll answer you as best as I can. Okay? Okay. Well, Leslie Guzman. Cool. Whatever you say, Leslie Guzman. Yes, I'm better in terms of like I mean like with the flu and all this, it's better. Okay? But I am planning on going to the hospital because there is something that I've never told you guys on this live. Okay? So, I feel like these last couple of weeks is that I'm fighting an infection, okay? I'm going to tell you right now. I feel like I'm fighting an infection or something because even though I got better with the flu and all of these things, yeah, I'm still fighting like this stomach virus or something that I'm planning on going to the hospital. Okay, Arav girl. Okay, hello. So, no, I don't play Roblox, okay? Like I said, Roblox is for kids and I don't play Roblox. But one thing I do have to tell you guys is that I have been fighting some sort of stomach flu or some virus or some infection or something. And I'll tell you right now. So, for those that don't know, I've gone to the doctors. I've gone to multiple doctors that tell me, "Oh, we're going to check your body. So we're going to do blood work. We're going to go through these breathing tests, and we're going to go through all these ultrasounds and all these things that supposedly they go through to check to see if you're doing good." And to be honest, I may have an infection. Yes, I'll tell you right now. So, let me explain what's going on with me, first of all. So, I have this thing in me that feels like an infection, okay? So, let me explain how this is that I'm feeling like my body maybe wanting to vomit or nausea, who knows, or phlegm, or I don't know, all these things that I cannot tell what it is. I can't tell. A lot of coughing, which is not right. Wheezing is not right. Vomiting, or sometimes, like I said, just nausea. And even eating is poor sometimes, okay? I'm not going to lie to you guys and tell you that all my body is doing great and that I'm I'm a healthy young man, because I don't feel like a healthy young man. Okay? There are times where my doctors have said, "Look, you're great. You're doing good. Keep up the good work. Your body is functioning 100%. It's doing well." But the reality is that no, it's not doing well. It's not doing anything like it's supposed to. I'm, like I said, I'm feeling an infection, or I'm feeling some kind of stomach flu or stomach virus that no one can tell me what it is. So I've gone through multiple tests, and all they say is you have high blood pressure. Okay, so I do take medication for high blood pressure, and that's something that I do have to tell everybody, because I don't want people to think that I'm a healthy young man that doesn't have any kind of issues, because I do have issues with that, with the high blood pressure. So, so look, what I'm going to say is that I've gone through hospitals, I've gone through doctors, I've gone through all kinds of things. Okay, so yes, you're probably the only person watching this, bro. Okay? You're the only person, because there's like a lot of people that will claim that they're watching this live and it's just a lie. You're not watching this. But I want to say this. There are a lot of people out there that are so-called doctors that have checked me out. I've gone through hospitals, I've gone through doctors, I've gone through all kinds of clinics where they claim that I'm doing well. They say, "Oh, you're a healthy young man. Just have to take your blood medication, and your high blood pressure is going down." Okay, so I've done all that. Okay, so let me explain what's been going on for years. Okay, years. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend like it hasn't been going on for years. Okay, I'll explain this really quick. So when I originally had this issue, I'll explain this. I'll explain it how I've noticed these issues. So the first time I got it, I had it for like 2 months or so. I've gone through doctors, and then they said, "You're good." And I couldn't prove it to them. I couldn't prove it to these doctors like a couple of years ago. And then I just felt great after that. I just felt great for like 2, 3, 4 years. I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. So what I'm trying to say, huh? Oh, what I'm trying to say is that I've had these issues for years. Okay? These issues where I've gone through doctors, where they tell me, where I've gone for these same issues over and over, okay? I've gone through many doctors, hospitals, and they all tell me that everything's great. They tell me, "Oh, maybe it's just a stomach ache, or maybe it's just these things, these small things." So I've gone through blood work, I've gone through ultrasounds, I've gone through these mouth tests, and these things where you have to poop and pee and find out what's wrong with you. And at the end of the day, they say it's great. You're doing great. Nothing's wrong with you. And I don't know how these things happen to me, because I've had these issues here and there where it comes for 2 months or a month or two. Okay, so hello, Savitad Andrade. I think that's how you say it. But like I said, I've never been able to figure out what's my issues. And I've had it come and go. It's like issues that come randomly and they disappear randomly. And then they come back. And okay, so what happened? Okay, tell me. Tell me, Joven Perez. Tell me. Because like I said, I've gone through hospitals and doctors, and they all say, we don't find anything with you. You must be making stuff up. You may be making these things up. Which I cannot prove it to anybody. I can't prove my issues because when I've gone through hospitals and doctors, then I feel great. I've gone through like 3, 4 different doctors and no one could prove anything. No one could see what I had, and neither could I prove it. So I just felt great for a couple of years, and then it just came back. And I've never been able to get rid of it. So I really don't know what the reality is. I can't lie to you guys and pretend like, oh, I know what's wrong with me. No, not even the doctors know what the heck is wrong with me. And I hope that wasn't a bad word. Heck, hopefully. Okay, so then like the stream, bro. It's fine. Okay, it's cool that you like the stream. Okay, thank you. But right now I'm feeling like some people say so. I don't feel so great and I don't feel so bad. So that's the thing, is that I've gone through doctors, but I'm going to another hospital maybe this Friday when I have more time, because I need to. Okay, I'll say as of now I'm having a great day, even though I'm not feeling like 100% at the level I'm supposed to be at, like where people feel like they can exercise and run and do all these things, because like I've mentioned, I've gone through multiple doctors and hospitals and they tell me, you're good. There's nothing that you have. So I've gone through all these tests and they say, there's really nothing we can do. There's nothing. I don't know what else you want us to do. We see that your liver, your kidneys, and everything's functioning properly. Okay? So they say that everything's functioning well. And they say, I don't need no surgery for anything. So I'm assuming. What do you mean, is this my flashback? Because I'm just trying to tell you guys that I'll say this for those that are here. I won't lie to you and say that I feel like 100% well, because it's always been like here in my throat that really gives me the issues. Which I've had doctors that have checked me out and they say, look, you're great. Like they always mention, there's just the high blood pressure, which is something that I've had for years, because like I've mentioned, that my family members are the types of people that have all these sicknesses, and they have worse sicknesses than I do. I have family members that have cancer, that have diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, and all these things. That's just the life of the Latino or the Mexican family, where people like to eat chicharron and all that stuff, and pork, and they like to eat all these things, which is, on my side, I'm like, how could people like eating these things when I don't? I don't like eating pork. I don't like eating pastrami. I don't like eating all these foods that make you sick. Which I'm not going to lie and say, oh, I haven't eaten a hamburger, or I haven't eaten a steak, or I haven't eaten like a breakfast outside. No, everything can do you harm. So I'm just trying to figure out, maybe going to the doctor this Friday, because I am going this Friday to the doctor to figure out what is wrong with me. Okay? I'm going to the doctors and I'm going to tell them again everything that I've gone through, or my experience with my health, because I've gone through different hospitals, okay? And I won't lie, if you look at my videos, there's a lot of videos where I'm walking and running and doing all these things because I was feeling great. I was feeling pretty good. I was doing all these walkings, runnings, and the beach and everything. And when those videos were up, that's when I was feeling like a great person. But now you haven't seen me do these videos anymore, vloggings or live streams or anything, because the reality is that I'm not feeling up to that level where I feel great. Because if I felt great, I would have gone through like say I'm going to the mountains, or I'm going to the beach, or I'm going to the park, and I'm going to this amusement or something. But like I said, with my health, it's not great. And I'll figure out what I'm going to do because I'm trying to go this Friday. I've been postponing it because I'm trying to look for a time where I have all day to go. And the other issues that I'm running into is that I said maybe I need to stop drinking soda, so I did that. Okay, I'm not going to lie. So I've cut down a lot on soda, and then I've gone through other things like, let's say I decided to eat healthier. Maybe I said eating healthier may help me. Okay, so I'm like, eating healthier may be good for my health, or exercising may be good for my health, or taking some medications would be good for my health, taking high blood pressure medication and everything, and it'll all be great. And I never actually thought that these things would return. I'll be honest, I never really thought any of these issues would return because I've had it 2 times in my life. I've had it for what, maybe 1 month, 2 months, where I just say maybe it's a stomach issue, maybe it's stomach flu. So I'm like, maybe I ate something and it made me sick. So that's normal. And when I talk about stomach flu, I mean like it can make me sick, but at the same time I'm still able to function properly. Still say, like, even though, yeah, I can drink water right now. I just drank some water. Like, let me show you. I just drank some water. Um I just drank some water. But that's what I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with me because, like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've actually, like, abandoned most of the people. Okay, I've abandoned most of my friends. I've abandoned most of the people that have thought of me of when can we hang out or something, or when can we do something. I'm like, when I get better, because I've gone through doctors. So look, I'll be honest with you right now. I can drink water. I'm not going to make stuff up and pretend like I can't drink any water. Like, look. Right now, I'll show you that I can drink water. There's no issues with that. So let me explain something to you. Um, for those that don't know, um, my eating habits have been poor. Okay, I won't lie to you guys and pretend like my eating habits have been pretty good. Like, look, I'm drinking water. The reason that I'm able to drink water at the moment is because it's not that crazy. When the sickness, or when this virus, or when these issues arise, it can go pretty bad. But right now, my issues are not that bad. That's why I was able to have my lunch today. I was able to drink water, like I'm showing you. Like this, look. See that? Water in this cup. So that's that. But what I don't understand is what's really wrong with me. Because I've gotten rid of these issues in the past. Okay? I've definitely got rid of these issues in the past where um yeah, I've gotten rid of these issues in the past where I had them in the past, and it's been going for maybe 1 month or 2 months, and I was like, maybe it's a stomach flu, like these doctors say. So okay, Joven L. Perez. Okay. So where are you watching from anyways, bro? Where are you watching from? So that's what I'm trying to figure out with my doctors and with my with these, like, specialists, gastro. I've had gastro doctors, these doctors that do your stomach and check all these things, and they say, look, you're great. But one thing that really got me this time, the one thing that really has me this time, is that these doctors gave me this referral. Okay, So, so let me explain to you guys. So I've gone through doctors, and they gave me a referral, so I could end up going to the specialist. And I did go to the specialist, and the specialist said, "Look, we're going to give you this test again. We're going to give you the blood test, the blood work, and you're going to poop in our container, and you're going to pee, and you're going to do all these things. And if we want to, we'll give you the ultrasound again, and we'll give you all these tests all over again, because now we had a we had a specialist look at me. I had a specialist look at me and try to distinguish or try to tell me what in the world is wrong with me." So one thing that I did is I did do all those tests. Then the doctor gave me another referral that says, "Look, you're going to this special doctor somewhere like in a different city from where I live, and I'm in Los Angeles, okay, in California." So let me say something. Okay, so what did they say it is? Nothing. They don't know what it is. That's the thing. I feel like these doctors are crap, or these doctors are just using me. Because what the thing is that, oh, no, not you. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm saying I'm from Los Angeles and I'm from California. But what I'm trying to say is that I've gone through doctors and they gave me a referral, like I said. So I did set up the appointment, and they said, "We'll call you back. And if you don't hear from us, just wait. We'll call you back when your time is ready." And I never heard back from them. Okay, I've never heard back from these doctors. So I'm stuck with that. And I'm planning on calling back because it's been already like a couple of weeks already when they said, "Don't call us because you're just going to waste your time. We'll call you when we have a spot for you." Because they gave me these tests. They said, "You're going to go through like 2 or 3 tests before we figure out what's wrong with you." So I'll be honest with this, just so you guys know. I'll say this right now. Okay, let me say something right now, just before I end this, because I'm going to end this in a bit. So what I'm going to say is that my issues, I have a lot of issues, okay? In terms of, like, the high blood pressure is one of the issues. And I'm going to tell you something about the high blood pressure. Is that every time, yes, he's talking to me, but whatever. Let's continue. So with high blood pressure, I don't know if it's me or it's just the way things are in life, okay? So I'm a person that has gone to the mountains, and I think it's pretty awesome going to the mountains. And I've one thing I hate about the mountains, which is one reason why I don't go to the mountains. One thing I hate about the mountains is that I don't know if it's because of high blood pressure and the medications I take, but every time I go up the mountains, it feels pretty good. It's great, okay? It's always been this way for many, many years. Even as a kid, I've always felt the same way about the mountains, okay? I'm good going up the mountains. I'm good. Don't get me wrong. I'm good going up the mountains. It's pretty great. Yes, I used to do the food reviews, buddy. I used to do them. Yep. Thank you for watching. But where are you watching from, by the way? So let me get back to my thing. So I can go up the mountains, and I feel pretty great. It's awesome. Awesome. Okay? But one thing that I've always had issues with is when I come back from the mountains, is where I've always had these issues where I get dizzy, I feel very sick, and I really don't understand what's wrong with that. That's one thing I've never understood. That every time I come back from the mountains, I'm always sick. And it's happened for many, many years. But the only difference is that I've never really had it permanent. So it's just been like up the mountain, it feels great. It's like no issues, but coming down the mountain makes me nauseous, makes me sick, makes me have headaches. And I don't know if that has to do a lot with my high blood pressure. And that's something that I need to speak with my doctors. Okay, so for those that want to know the time in my country, okay, so it's 6:40, about 6:40. So that's something that you guys have to know. That I can go up the mountains. It's great going up the mountains. It's it's amazing. But coming down has always been my issues. I don't know if it's always the turns, too many turns, or yes, it's nighttime, 6:40 p.m. for me. So that's all I'm going to tell you guys is that every time I go up the mountains, it's just normal. It just feels like nothing. I'm not feeling anything. But when it's the time to return, coming from like a high elevation to a low elevation, that is where most of the time it just feels bad. It just makes me sick. I've always felt like nauseous, vomiting, headaches, and I don't know if that's something that's normal because I've never really said anything about that because it just happens like one time. Like once I go up the mountain and back down, it's just like that. It's just something that has never stuck with me as in like like I've been sick for years or sick for days or months. No, it's just something that yeah, that's one thing that I always have to say. It's like the altitude or something that's always made me sick coming back down. That's always my issues. Is that yeah, I can go up the mountain, but when I return back from the mountain is where the altitude, the difference between the high elevation and the low elevation is what makes me sick. It's always been that way. I've never been like I felt great coming down. And that's something I do have to tell my doctors, which I never told them in the past because I've never really thought of it as a real issue because it only happens once or twice, but it's not consistent. It's never been a consistent thing where I'm like, I went up the mountains and then back down. And no, I don't have flu. Mm-mm. No, I don't have flu. If you're trying to tell me that I have the flu, no, I'm pretty good now. But it's raining outside, so that's one reason why you may hear those noises outside of rain. But that's all I'm going to say, guys. I don't know what to say, but that's one thing I do have to speak to my doctors about the elevation issues that I've had for many years. That it happens. Yeah, I did have a cold. I did have a cold like maybe like during Halloween I had the cold, which some people said I should get checked out. Some people said I should go to the doctors and figure out what to do. And that's something I do have to say. That's the only issues I've had going up a mountain and coming back down was the altitude issues. Okay? So I'm not here to lie to anybody and say I feel great and everything's perfect and there's nothing wrong with me because that's a huge lie. And why am I walking around? Because I just don't want to be in one spot having you guys get bored. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the flu and all these things, yeah, I'm great. But like I've mentioned, I've had other issues with my own health that I've gone through doctors that they don't know what's wrong with me. So I'm still planning on going back to the hospital or something. I'm going to like I'm thinking of going to my local hospital this time. Um, it's called Kaiser, which they claim that they're the best of the best. They claim they're the best hospital in the United States or in California. They claim Kaiser is the best. I'm not really sure which one's the best hospital because I've gone through multiple hospitals that claim that they can help me. Why are you asking me for liters of water? Like, come on. I'm not going to drink all that. You guys are crazy, man. You guys have serious issues with that. Why don't you tell me to just drink the ocean, for Christ's sake? But anyways, that's my issues, guys. That's been my issues for many years. So I need to speak to my doctor about that. Now that you guys have actually got me to think about it, I never actually. Yeah, whatever. So now that you guys have put it in my brain, I've never actually thought about it, ever asking a doctor about that. About the. Yeah, so I've never actually thought about that, guys. Okay, so I don't know. So for those that have not watched this from the beginning and that you're brand new here watching this again. So I'm gonna say this again. For many years, it's an on and off type of situation. Okay? It's an on and off type of situation where I've had nausea, I've had throat issues that no doctors have been able to figure out. I've had doctors give me multiple tests and they tell me, I can't find your issues, buddy. I can't find your issues. So I've gone through doctors, I've gone through hospitals, and they've all said, I can't prove anything. I can't prove, I myself can't prove anything to these people that say, look, prove to me that you have this sickness or prove to me that you have these issues. And the issues with that is that it's just an issue that I've had here and there. It's never been consistent where it's like it's been 3 years or 4 years and it's been going on consistently. No, none of these things. Okay, so what is it that you guys want me to answer first of all? Because I've been. No, I didn't end it. Come on, guys. I don't know what I pressed. I may have pressed something, but I didn't end it. So I'll repeat this again for those that didn't catch on earlier, because I repeated it already like 3, 4 times. I've repeated it over and over. So, over the years, and I'll repeat this one last time just for those that are here. Over the years, I've had these throat issues or an infection or something in me that doctors cannot prove. Okay? I've gone through doctors, I've gone through rigorous testing, I've gone through all kinds of hospitals, and they've all said we can't find your issues. And then there's times where I can't prove it because the times that I try to prove these things, I haven't been able to prove it. And I'll explain why I haven't been able to prove it. Because I've had these issues for, let's say, 2 months, then it's gone. Okay? So I've had it, let's say, 2 months, and then it's gone. So then I'm like, maybe I was worrying about something. Who knows? Maybe at the time I was worrying about certain things. Other times I could say maybe I had a stomach infection. Maybe I ate something and it gave me stomach flu, which only lasted, let's say, 2-3 months. Yeah, maybe. and then I just let it slide. But then when it happened again, I'm like, yeah, maybe I got another stomach infection again, or stomach virus, which is reasons why I didn't really take it serious in the beginning, because I'm not going to lie. Okay? So I'll say this. These things have been going on for over many years, and no doctor, nobody has ever been able to figure out what in the world is wrong with me. So I've gone through the doctors where they say blood test, blood work, and all these other issues that they can check on me. Okay? They've done multiple tests, checking my liver, checking my kidneys, checking everything, and they say, look, buddy, you're great. And then they say, you still don't feel great? Why don't you feel great? It's already been 2-3 months. You should be feeling great. These issues shouldn't be happening. So I've gone through hospitals and they've all said, there's nothing. I really haven't found anything for you. All they've done is thought about giving me nausea medication, or they've tried to give me gas, the stomach, what is it, the for like phlegm, or what's the other one? I think I have it here, right here. No, that's not it. They're giving me medication for the people that have acid reflux and all these things like this. I have the medication right here to prove it, that they've given me for the acid reflux right here, as you guys can see. Oh wow, I just dropped it. Okay. So the best part is that only 2 pills fell out. Wow, that's crazy. Only 2 pills fell out. But anyways, so like I said, for the gastric sleeve, I mean, my bad. I don't even know what I'm saying now. For the acid reflux, okay, look. So this is for supposedly for the gas or the acid reflux, and nothing works, okay? I've got nausea medication, I've gotten all kinds of medications that people say it should be good. People say, you're great. You can take those medications and report to us back when... Okay, whatever. I don't know what you people are crazy. But that's what I've been telling you guys. I've gone through doctors, I've gone through hospitals, I've gone through medical professionals that say everything's great. I don't know what to do, because I told you guys that I've done all these tests, that these doctors say everything's going to be great. Everything's going to be good. Don't worry, we'll take care of you. And at the end of the day, I don't know what to say. At the end of the day, I've probably given up on these doctors. But like I said, I'm going to the hospital. Hopefully, this new hospital, Kaiser in my area, does great. So, I don't know. Let's see what everybody else has to ask me before I leave, because, like I'm saying, I'm good from my flu and all these things, but this other issue still hasn't been cleared up. I don't know what to do. I've tried these things, and there's nothing I really can do about it. I won't lie to you guys. I've tried it. I've tried it all. I've tried all these medications that people have recommended that say drink turmeric or drink this kind of juice, or drink that, and drink Gatorade, drink water, drink this, drink that, and nothing works. So, what do you guys want to tell me now? Because you guys are just acting strange now. But let's see what you guys have to say, because I've already tried it all. I already think that I've given up. I've actually given up on these things because it's crazy. I don't know what to tell you. I've tried it all. I don't know what to tell you. So, I guess that's about it. And if you guys have any other questions before I leave, I'm going to shut this down. So hopefully you guys find my issues, because I've already... Whatever. So I guess thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys some other time. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, I'll catch you guys some other time.